Hey guys, what's up? Shin0525. Back here with another how to draw video. Yeah, same old how to draws. So, today's video, as you can tell, it's gonna be on, Bolt from, I think the movie Bolt. I think that's what the movie title is. I don't know, it's like, I never saw the movie, but I think it's about a dog being like a superhero on TV, and he thinks he's a superhero in real life. And then he gets off the TV set, or something happened. I don't know. I never saw the movie, so I honestly can't tell you that much. But anyway, this was requested by either Leanne Richards or Emily Richards, or maybe both of you. I don't know. I wrote it like on my list like a slash Leanne and Emily, but so this video is either for Leanne and or Emily Richards. So, thank you very much for your request. I actually like the way this one turned out, so, and it's not honestly that hard to draw. So, yeah. Alright guys, now that all that's out of the way, let's get started. Alright guys, get your pencils ready, and let's go. Okay guys, so, to start off drawing Bolt, what you will need is to get the eraser shavings off the piece of paper. First things first. Okay, what I start out with is just a big circle for his head. And again, keep it light because we're not really going to follow this all that much. We're just putting it here as kind of like a placeholder so we know how big the head is and how big we should make the body and stuff like that. You can even put kind of like this T-shaped line like this. For the face, the crosshairs. So this is going to be his head, and then we're just going to do a gesture line for his body. And the way like a lot of dogs kind of stand up, and especially Bolt is in this picture, he kind of puts like his chest out. So the curve line is going to go kind of out like this, and then kind of around here, and then his leg kind of just swoops in, and it's going to be like that. So, I know, this doesn't look anything like a dog yet, but it will. So that we got that down, we can kind of get in his chest, which, the way the dog's standing is he's kind of like overlapping himself in a way. So, like, his chest is going to be this big kind of like circle oval right here. And then he's going to have a foot, and then his other leg. And then, there's going to kind of just be like another kind of oval type shape, like back here. Kind of curves down like this. Might even be able to zoom in just a tad. So you basically get like two oval shapes, one like this, and then one for his chest, because his chest is going to be in front of like the rest of his body. So, once you get that down, you can actually draw in kind of like a gesture for the legs. There'll be a leg here. This leg kind of just goes straight down. And then, like this will be the paw. And this leg goes straight down. This will be the paw. I want them even, you know. And the way the dog's legs bend, they go forward and then they go back. So it bends like this, kind of like a human leg almost, but it looks a little bit different. So this would be where like the knee is, and then it bends. And then for the foot kind of is like, dogs are always kind of like on their tippy toes almost. So like if you think this is like a human leg, this would be like the heel. This would be like the front of the foot. So something like that. We could actually make this shorter. I'm just looking at it compared to like the picture. This leg could be a lot shorter. So, and again, that's why we have erasers, because we all make some mistakes, and honestly, you should be erasing a lot when you draw a picture, just because, like, you keep trying to get things right, you know. Okay, so that's good enough for us to start drawing, and then he'll have another leg here, but it kind of gets covered up, so you can just kind of draw him like this S line, just so you don't forget about it. You can draw like a line for his tail. Alright, so since we got like the fast gesture down, I'm gonna zoom in into his face, and now we'll really start the drawing. So it's kind of hard to start. I believe I started out with the eyes. So I started out with two lines like this, two curved lines, kind of like where his nose is gonna be. Like that. I'm realizing I drew the head a lot smaller on this picture. And then off this line we're going to just do a nice big circle. Like this. And then he's going to be looking to our right. So we're going to do another little oval or another circle like this. And then even another circle in that one. You put little like half circle, so like when you shade it in, it'll look like that. It kind of looks like he's freaking out now, just because you have that one eye. Alright, now this eye, it's not going to touch this line, but it's going to be pretty close. And try to make it about the same size as you made the other eye. Yeah, that's about right. And then this one will be over here, looking in the same direction. Because you don't want to make them cross-eyed. With another, and again, it's very similar, just circle, circle, and then where his pupil is, you do like a little half circle, and then just shade that in. And then his eyebrows, they kind of like humanized his face a little bit. So you're going to start off with like this kind of C-type shape. And just curve it down like this. Same thing over here, just kind of like a C-type shape. Curve around. And you can kind of give him like an eyebrow. I kind of made like, started about here and just made little spikes, you know, just show it's kind of like hairy and fur. Like that. Okay, and now off this line, you could actually start making the nose, which the nose is just a really big rounded triangle, or upside down triangle. So just very simple. You kind of make like a triangle type shape, but like keep it rounded almost. Kind of like a mixture between a circle and a triangle. So once you get his little face down, you actually can start going into the details of the face, or like the skull outline of the head, that type of shape. So I start about here below the nose. I'm going to curve it around, and this is going to be like his cheek, so it's going to go out, kind of make like a big kind of C shape again. And then when it goes to his like eye, it curves in, and then just kind of goes around like this. I actually think I curved this line in and a little bit out for the ear. We'll get to that in a second. And then again, like where you go to the eye, it kind of curves in a little bit more. And then the cheek curves out and then goes in like that. Alright, now we can do his ears, which his ears are very simple, very similar to like Sonic. He's kind of do like this horn type shape. And then at the like vertex of this angle, you just draw a line following the line you made here. Like that. And then from the vertex of this angle, you just draw a curved line going past. And the same thing with the other ear. You kind of do like this horn type shape. Again, I did it the opposite way. So you start here, line going down, and then a curved line here. Again, makes it very, very simple way to draw ears. And you can kind of draw it in a smile, which a smile kind of lines up with like these cheekbone things over here. So I just basically do like this kind of W type shape, and then at the end I kind of extend it and put like a little check mark arrow type thing right there. And then just to show his chin, I just do kind of like this curved line that kind of follows it. Like that. And then the rest of his neck will just kind of go off here and go down. Because his head's kind of like turned a little bit, so you'll see that in the neck. And then here. Like that. Okay, and you could even color in the nose if it's looking a little off. Okay, I'm going to zoom out just a tad. And now we'll work on like his chest and body. But first we'll do the collar, which the collar is very simple. It's just a curved line that goes all the way around the neck. And then you just kind of make like a little rectangle, a little curved rectangle that follows it. Like that. And then he has like a little dog tag, which again, just make a small rectangle. And then just a circle off that. And if you want to give it some dimension and like show some depth, at the end of the circles right here, you could draw 2 lines going off like this. And then just follow the shape you made with the circle. And it gives it like a little bit more depth. Makes it look a little bit more 3-dimensional. Okay, now we're going to go into his body and his feet. So, again, like the chest pops out, so you're going to make a curved line like this, pop out. And then just go down. Like that. And then this foot is going to be in front of this foot, just the way it's facing towards us. So you're going to do a curved line about here, and then go up a little bit, and then curve it down for the foot. And this line's going to be straight, rather straight. And then about here, you're going to finish it off and go down. And then when you get about here, you're going to curve it out a little bit and then back in, just to kind of show like that's where his like knee, arm joint is. Move it up. So about here, and then you're just going to go down. And then for dog paws, it's actually pretty simple, or the way I drew it was pretty simple. You just do 3 big ovals like this. So 1 big oval, and then a big oval that goes off of that one, and another big oval that goes off of that one. It kind of looks like a pumpkin almost. But, yeah, you just kind of draw that shape. Actually, this could be a little bit out. Again, very subtle curves can really, like, make or break a picture. So, like, if you have something that curves in a little bit too much, it might make the whole picture look off. So, again, when you're using lines, you kind of have to be subtle with the curves and stuff. There we go. It's getting a little too dark. Okay. Now, the next foot, since we have this line, we'll just start going into the paw, which you'd see the first kind of paw toe thing, and then the second one would be about here, like this. And then you'd kind of see like the edge of the foot, like the heel. And then just go up, kind of bend it in for the elbow. Just very subtle. Doesn't have to be like super big. Like that. You even do like a little shape here, just kind of showing like the other toes there, but make it a little bit smaller. Okay, and since that's done, we can go into the hind leg. I think that's what they're called. I don't know my dog anatomy. So basically, we're just going to go in and kind of just go right into the leg from here. So just doing a curved line, and when you get here, you're going to curve it around like this. And then in. And then when you get here, you can kind of curve it, like where you get to like his ankle type area. Curve the line in like that. And then you draw a little like small curve like this, and then into the 3 toe paw things. Like that. And then here is where the foot's gonna go up and like curve in and then around. And then the foot just kind of curves into the back. So there you go. It looks kind of off, especially because like there's a line in the middle here. But when you like erase all the guidelines, it should look pretty solid. Now you could just simply draw his tail, very similar to like how we drew the eyebrows. We just kind of just draw like this big, spiky type shape. Kind of like this. Again, just make it spiky. Yeah, something simple like that. Really quick. And then his back foot over here, this foot kind of covers it up. So you can just kind of slightly draw it in. So just draw a curve line like here. Maybe one in the back here, curving in like that. Very similar like this type of shape. And then you'd see like a couple of the paw print ovals here and maybe like here. Oh, that was off camera. So you just basically draw a shape like this, curve line, curve line. It actually kind of looks like a three-dimensional S, so if we, or like a bubble S. So if you were to, you could draw like an S in there. I don't know if you guys see that. So you basically draw that type of shape. And lastly, to finish it off, to make him bolt, you have to give him like his little bolt tattoo that he has here. And again, it's very simple. Just start with a straight line, then make like a V type shape, then put another V in there. And then just kind of follow what you made. Like that. And I think it's black, so I colored it in. And there you have it. That's how you draw Bolt from, I believe the movie's called Bolt. I don't know if it's called like, I forgot what the movie's called. But he's from a movie. I know that. Should have done my research before I made this video. So I'm going to zoom out, show you the whole thing. So yeah, that's basically the basics on how to draw Bolt in this one position. So if you want to, I'd say a pretty better, of a more finished picture, it would look like this. Try to get both. Try to get both on camera. Whoop. Yep, there you go. Again, this one looks a little bit more finished. His head is actually a little bit wider than this one. I think that's what making this picture look a bit off. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, he wasn't that hard to draw. What is this, like 16 minutes? Yeah, not a very long how to draw video. So, anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you can draw a Bolt now. So if you guys have any comments, questions, or concerns about this drawing, leave in the comment section below. I'll try to, I don't know if you have a comment on like what, or a question on like how I drew something. I'll try my best to answer it in the comments. If you have any requests for me on how to draw videos or any suggestions, please feel free to leave that in the comments below. I'll put you on my list, and then whenever I get around to it, I'm going to steady the camera because it keeps shaking. There we go. I'll put it on my list, and whenever I get around to it, I will, you know, make the how to draw video. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Again, thanks, Leanne or Emily Richards and or, for the request. It was fun, and, yeah. Alright, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. See you in some other video. Later.